Welcome to the Module Podcast. I'm Steve.
I'm Billy.
And this is the podcast where we talk about everything technology. Tech. This week, we're going to be talking about PC gaming versus console gaming. You can already hear Billy's disgust with that, which one he prefers. This is a compare and contrast, not a. We're not bashing.
We like both.
We're not going to bash because we do like both.
We just happen to like one better. It's like your children. You love all of them, but there's always the favorite.
There is. So yeah, we're not bashing or anything. This is just a compare and contrast, like I stated before. So yeah, I do a little bit of both. I do a little bit of console gaming. I do a little bit of PC gaming. Actually, that's a lie. I do more PC gaming than I do console gaming.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten that way.
But that's my personal preference because...
Tell me about it.
Well, okay, if we just want to jump straight into it. The reason why I feel the way I do about PC gaming... I am a PC gamer. I started out as a console gamer. I want to make that clear. I started out on the Atari. That's when I really started. But over time, the NES, Super Nintendo, the 64, GameCube, all the way. I played all the consoles.
They're fantastic.
They're great. I didn't actually start PC gaming. Oh, StarCraft 1. No, I think it was before that. Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D on floppy. That's when I was playing PC gaming.
Floppy disk PC games.
Obviously, that time, that was a very different time. The graphics were really low and everything, so you didn't have to have a super intensive rig to do anything. But yeah, I was playing. So, but my first real addiction and I need to play PC gaming was World of Warcraft. That did it for me.
I know you guys really tried to get me into World of Warcraft, but the second I had to pay $15 more to continue playing, I was out. Completely out.
Really?
I liked it. I really did. I really had a great time, but boy, that hit me hard.
Did it?
Yeah, that hit me right in the feels.
Did it hit you or was it your wallet?
It hit both real hard. Me and my wallet are like this. When it's empty, I'm empty.
Well, a lot of people would say that PC gaming is more expensive than console gaming.
Yes and no.
I say no.
I say both because the initial PC to get it to where you want it, to get mine where I wanted it, it was quite expensive.
But that was something that
I've probably blown through $15,000 or $1,500. $5,000, that would be kind of cool. $1,500.
But that's over time. It's not like you dropped.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, right away, I dropped a lot of money because I built the initial computer because I didn't. Okay, so I was, as far as PC gaming goes, I did Diablo 1, Diablo 2.
Right.
It's small. I wouldn't say that I spent more. I definitely wouldn't say I spent more time on PC than I did on console
at that time.
The first PC game that I built a whole computer for was Dark Souls 3. I finished that computer a day before Dark Souls 3 came out because I wanted it for Dark Souls 3. So, that came out 2 years ago now. So
Dark Souls 3 was only 2 years ago?
No, it was a year ago.
Dark Souls 3?
Yeah. I think it was only a year, a year and a half ago.
I didn't know about that.
It's pretty recent. So that was when I really since then I've kind of dove in deep. If you know me, I want to build a whole computer desk and the ones where all the inners are right there and all water cooled. I dove in pretty deep, and I've definitely spent more time on PC than I have on consoles now. But it was expensive to start. But if you think about it, it has more capabilities than any console that's out there right now. And say you bought a PS4 like I did, if you want any higher quality of gaming on the PS4, you had to go to the PS4 Pro, which came out 3 years after the PS4 came out.
Something like that, yeah.
There's always that's the problem with consoles is there's always updates, and you have issues with compatibility because PS4 you can't play PS3 or PS2.
Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, there's no backwards compatibility. Whereas PC, I mean, if you have the right compatibility mode, I can still play I mean, you can still play DOS games on it, obviously. And
MS-DOS live.
yeah, I have a DOS box emulator on my
Do you
PC.
really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's awesome.
I don't have one of those, but I'm gonna get one of those
It's
now.
great.
I should turn my Raspberry Pi into one of those.
Yeah, it's awesome, and you could do that with the PC. So, I mean, it's more expensive in a sense, but if you take every console that I have and put it up against my PC, because my PC has emulators for almost every console that
Your
I have.
PC is gonna play it better.
Yeah, and PC is gonna play it better. But I mean, if you take that, then money wise, your PC is less expensive,
It really is, because you have
and you're upgrading it way less.
you have the flexibility to have multiple consoles on it. You're
Yeah.
emulating multiple consoles.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I said, every console that I have is emulated on my computer.
yeah, and it's like I'm very much the kind of person, I like physical copies of stuff. I like to have physical stuff.
Yeah.
That is the one drawback to being a PC gamer. I think that's where console and PC differentiate right there for sure, is because, okay, the console gaming market, that you can go to your local game shop. I'm not going to say who, but it was close enough with Game Shop. And
You stop there to buy games.
yes, you do. And good job.
Yeah. Did you like that?
That was a good one. But you know, every time it's with a pre-order, you know, you get something physical usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a digital copy, but you get something physical, whether it's like a shirt or like I think like for Fire Emblem they were giving out like maps and stuff. I think like these like actual like vinyl like maps, like they were wicked. So you can get something. Those. I don't think I've ever gone into GameStop and pre-ordered anything for PC though. I just told the name of the company, but yeah, I don't think I've ever gone to GameStop and
we'll bleep that out.
You can fix it in post.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever bought or pre-ordered anything for PC at PC there. Like I never have, because what are they gonna give you?
Yeah, nothing.
What are they gonna give you?
So that's okay. So that's, I feel this kind of brings me to the point of what's keeping console gaming alive.
It's the physical merchandise, the physical aspect of it. You think a lot of it's physical?
I mean, the exclusives, like the only thing keeping my PS4 alive right now is Bloodborne, as I still play that game all the time.
That's really
everything. I mean, GTA, but that's because I bought it on that before I bought it on Steam. So I'm not going to spend another $60 because that game never goes down in price.
The only real reason why I ever had a PS4 was because I was playing Destiny. I was playing Destiny like crazy. I love Destiny.
We all have our dark times.
But Destiny 2 is coming to PC.
Yeah, and BattleNet.
Yeah, so what do I need a PS4 for?
Yeah, exactly.
What, like,
see, and
I don't see the need of needing a PS4 and Xbox if it's coming to the superior platform. Sorry. That's just how I feel. More frames, more graphics. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. 60 FPS. 144 FPS. Yeah. No, I definitely know the feels there, because
I think that, but yeah, I do think that a big majority of the big drawback to being a PC gamer is that the physical merchandise aspect is way less than what console gaming people do.
You know what? I have gone to the local game store and pre-ordered a PC game. I just thought about it.
You did?
Yeah.
You pre-ordered?
I pre-ordered Sims 4.
Why? Why don't you just get it on Origin? EA Origin.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't think I've ever anything I've ever gotten like for PC. I've gotten it digitally.
So, well, I mean, like back in the Warcraft days, I got physical copies of those.
Oh yeah, I still have physical copies on my.
Yeah, like all the Warcraft games up until like Warcraft 3 or something like. What was it? Frozen Throne. Or was that 2? Yeah, that was 3, right?
3 was Frozen Throne.
Yeah, 3 was Frozen Throne. The Diablo 1 and 2. I have Diablo 3 hard copy. Sims 4 I have hard copy, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Everything else I've bought online, downloaded it.
Well, like I usually end up getting like Yeah, I've gotten. I have a physical copy of Overwatch. I have a physical copy of Battlefield. I have a physical copy of Doom. Like I have those
you don't-
physical copies. But if I would have got them digitally, I wouldn't have like.
But you don't get
It wouldn't have like bothered me.
you don't get anything else with them like you do
Not
with
usually,
pre-order
no.
packs from local game stores.
Yeah, you usually don't get it.
Enter local game store here.
That's why I think a big deal, because one of the biggest things that came out was Nintendo had amiibos. That is a physical thing for your games, and it's collected. It's for collection.
It's collectors, and it actually serves a purpose.
Yeah, it actually does. It stores memory.
Not a great purpose.
Yeah, it stores memory.
But it's pretty cool.
It's pretty dang cool.
It's pretty cool.
You know, like we actually have on the RLG podcast that we have a couple of amiibos sitting on the table.
I have a few of them. I definitely got into the craze.
I like the Zelda. I'm a big Zelda fan.
Yeah,
obviously, but like I love Zelda, so I have all the amiibos, the Zelda amiibos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I don't have a Wii U. I don't.
That's right. You don't.
I don't have a Wii U.
You don't have the need for them.
I don't have the need for them.
Well, your 3DS.
I don't even use them for the 3DS though.
All right.
I don't even use them. Like they're cool because like I love Zelda.
They're collectibles.
And they're collectibles. But I mean, it's not like, okay, I'm a huge fan. Well, I guess same thing. World of Warcraft. I have a lot of World of Warcraft, physical merchandise, and that's a PC, based system game.
I know this is getting slightly off topic, but
we're on track.
I guess we're on topic.
We're on track.
Because
we're
physical
comparing
merchandise.
We're comparing
physical merchandise.
and,
I will say I'm not a huge fan of a whole lot of physical merchandise, only because money. But
we don't have
I
a lot
do.
of that.
If there is anything that I have that's physical merchandise, I have a lot of Legend of Zelda stuff. But it was never pre-ordered Legend of Zelda stuff.
Your Zelda collection is impressive.
Yeah,
it's better than mine.
I got quite a bit.
You got quite the collection.
But it was never
we'll
pre-ordered
post that on Instagram
stuff.
one of these days.
It was the only thing that I have still that was pre-order that came on console. Okay, Pandora's Box for God of War 3.
Oh, the big gold.
Pandora's Box. That was
yeah.
That was tight.
Yeah, I know exactly. What you're talking about.
I got that.
It like slides the top, like slides.
Off. Top like slides off. It has like a little secret compartment where they had the art book, or vice versa. It had the game or something like that. But that was probably one of the only things. I guess I'm not super into the collectibles. I just like the hard copies of the games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, like I have stuff like I have the Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Legendary Edition. Which is like I have the it comes with the statue, and then I have the Gears of War 3 Epic Edition, and it comes with Marcus Phoenix, and then it comes with the medal, the for like services for humanity medal. Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
it's pretty
yeah.
sweet. And then the Halo Reach one came with Dr. Halsey's journal from all of her research. It was pretty rad.
Oh, that's pretty
That
cool.
stuff is cool. But now, like, okay, I got Overwatch Origins Edition as well for the PS4, and it came with Soldier 76, the statue, and then it came with the art book and the soundtrack and all that stuff, and that's really cool. But like, I'm paying so much just for merchandise. I feel like I'm just paying for merchandise at that point.
I think my
which
Diablo
isn't
3
bad.
No, I think my Diablo 3 copy came with a notepad.
Yeah, you remember when the
PC
games
kind of falls short with having merchandise with their
It
stuff.
depends on who you're getting though, because if you get the limited editions of World of Warcraft, dude, you get a bunch of stuff.
That's true.
You get a whole mess of stuff.
Remember the Diablo 2 like Lord of Destruction expansion pack, like 3 set that they had?
Yeah, that was wicked.
Yeah, it came with like a chest and everything that it came in. See, that was cool, but you don't see that very often with PC much anymore.
No, with PC it's pretty much
game and then done.
Recently, it's gone full digital. Digital.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
my digital
Steam is
my digital library is impressive. It is. My digital library of
Mine's
games
okay.
is. Dude, I have like 30 games on EA Origin. Like, who
Yeah,
has that
4.
many just for Origin? And then like my Steam library, like my games are in the hundreds, because I've been on Steam for almost 10 years. And
I've been on it for like 2.
I've got games that are free that people have like forgotten too. So like, yeah.
I mean, you did get Alien Swarm.
Like Alien Swarm?
That game was rad.
People forgot about that until just recently.
I mean, the
'cause
new one
the
came
new one
out.
just dropped. So
Yeah.
but yeah, but you know, I was playing like Team Fortress like crazy back then.
Yeah.
You know, like I was playing Sea of Source, like all that stuff. You know, like
Eve.
Yeah, Eve Online. Gosh, I think I was playing Eve Online before it was on Steam. But yeah, so I mean, so let's just say in the actual like collection part
Console wins on
from
that.
console to PC, console wins. Now, when it comes to performance,
Oh,
PC
yeah.
wins out.
PC's gonna win.
Period.
Every time.
Period.
Seeing as
It wins.
I have a graphics card the size of the Nintendo Switch in my PC. But
you do.
I don't knock
You have
the Nintendo Switch at all.
specifically. You have the 1080. This one right here. The
Yeah,
Strix.
that thing's my baby.
Yeah.
It's got cool lights.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's why. That's why.
That's why I went with the Strix over the Asus Overclock.
It's because it has lights.
It's because it has lights. I mean,
It's because it has lights, not because it's a great card.
there's people out there that agree with me. It has lights 20 times better.
It's just okay.
Same price, same performance. Lights? Okay.
Lights?
Here we go. I like lights. Yes.
The lights are cool. They are.
The lights are fantastic.
So I guess you could say too that customizable.
It is very customizable.
Your customability,
customization?
That's a word.
Customization.
Words are very difficult.
Customization.
Customization of PC to console is like
Yeah,
it's leaps and bounds.
you
beyond
don't
what
have
you can
to.
do to
You
a
don't have to
console.
pay $50 extra for the
for the white
Destiny
version.
case
For the white version.
for the white version for your PC.
Well, the other thing too is like, okay, if I'm playing a game on my console, and in that while I'm playing my PC, if I'm playing a game on my PC and my graphics card goes out, okay, so I have to fork over the money for a graphics card.
Yeah.
Okay, which can be hundreds
Expensive.
of dollars, thousands of dollars if you're not careful.
Depending
depending
on what you're
on
doing.
exactly what you want. But the thing is I will regardless always have a way to play. Like I will always have a way to play. I can play if I can't afford the $500 card, I can afford the $100 card.
Yeah.
You know, I would always have an alternative.
Right.
Right. You can't do that with a console.
What's the cool thing about the PC is you can have a cheaper backup card.
Yes.
Like you could have backup parts ready to go. Like when I redid my PC and rewired it and everything, made everything a lot cleaner, I went to go turn it back on and my PSU out of nowhere
PS4
popped.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
Yeah,
it got
just
destroyed.
I mean, and then the next day I had a brand new one in and it was up and running
And it was
again.
no big deal.
And now I have a spare one that I always can count on if that ever happens again. But
That's the wonderful thing about having a PC is that if something goes out, you could just replace it,
it's like having it.
and you have options.
The reason I like or the way I compare PC is it's kind of like being a mechanic and having a car.
Yeah.
You are more than likely going to have spare parts that you know are going to probably go bad sooner or later. And then when it does go bad, you're right there swapping it out and you can get right back on the road or get right back to gaming, depending on if you're driving a car, playing on a computer.
I'm going to say playing on a computer.
Yeah. But I mean,
you will always have options.
It's
like
the accessibility of parts.
If your PS4 goes out, like if it does, like if your PS4 just decides, you know what, I can't read discs anymore.
Yeah.
You're basically your console's rendered useless at that point.
Yeah.
On a PC, oh no, my optical drive's not working. I'll just go buy another one.
Yeah, and could you imagine
Your rig doesn't go dead because one component of it doesn't work anymore. The only thing that's an end all is like your Mobo.
Yeah.
Your Mobo goes, you're gonna be waiting a while.
You're gonna be waiting a little bit. But I mean, can you imagine having to replace a part in your PC and having to break a warranty seal when you take off the lid,
Oh my
the
gosh.
front of the case.
That's what I was gonna get to. I was gonna say that.
Could you imagine? Like, 'cause if you have to do anything to like a PS4 or any console,
it voids
there's
the warranty.
there's that little warranty void
strip.
strategically placed over the one screw that you need to.
Yeah.
You know, at
Or
least
like the one,
at
like
least
the line where
PS4
you have to fold and open it.
yeah. At least PS4 got smart about it and made the hard drive swappable without having to, break any seals or anything. But a lot of things had. I just opened up, what was it, the PS3 the other day, and I think it had a seal right where the hard drive, one of the hard drive screws. Can you imagine having to swap a hard drive in your PC and having to break a warranty because of it? That's insane.
I'd
to
be
me.
super stressed out. I think actually, if I had to do that.
I'd go online and I'd buy warranty stickers to put back over it. It's not voided.
I understand that with like PC peripherals there are some warranty seal, like because if you bust open
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you open up one of your graphics card and you add a water block to it, if you add a custom water block to it, I'm pretty sure that voids out the warranty.
Yeah, and
I'm pretty sure it does.
And
I don't know though. I haven't did a custom water loop on a graphics
It all
card
depends on. I've been looking this up because I've been thinking about going custom water loop on pretty much my whole rig. But I looked this up and apparently EVGA is more lenient towards your warranties. So you can take off that back plate for EVGA cards and it doesn't have a warranty void sticker on it.
Oh, really?
Where some companies do. Like the moment you remove that back plate, you've broken
Oh,
warranty.
it's done. Yeah.
But EVGA is like
more
saying like,
understanding.
hey, yeah, water cool this thing. Like do whatever you want with this thing. The only way you break warranty is if I believe you separated the board that the chip is on from everything else. But as far as that goes, they're really only concerned about water damage, which is why they have that little white sticker on there that
if it gets wet,
if it gets wet, it's going to turn a different color.
And that voids out the warranty.
That voids out the warranty, but I don't think there's many other warranty stickers on those. I mean, they want you to do what PCs were made for, which was customize them.
Yeah,
do what you
make
want.
Make it yours.
Them. Yeah, make it your own. I could be wrong, but even those companies like to see like stuff on Instagram of their own products that are being customized and people's perspective on it, the way they make it look. It's kind of cool.
It's really cool. That's the whole. Customization of computers has become a big deal. Just in the recent years, I would say with modular systems like graphics cards and stuff like that instead of internal graphics, but. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to console versus PC in regards to like hardware issues, the PC wins out.
Yeah,
specifically because the option to keep your investment working at like optimal performance, cooling, all that, like in comparison to a console where you're very limited. You couldn't water cool a PS4. I don't think you could. There's no option for that. Don't even. So you can't do that.
What if you put a PS4 in a custom case?
I mean, okay, you probably could, but it depends because you still have to have like mounting brackets and stuff.
Stay tuned.
For that. You have to find mounting brackets for that.
They'll make it.
Yeah, okay. The point is,
could,
but right
it's
now,
not practical.
It's not practical. You can't do it. There's third party things that just like add fans. Like you remember the holy crap intercooler,
the Nyko
the intercooler for the 360. The holy crap intercooler had like 3 fans on it that would and it sucked.
Well, because
the power consumption was.
Remember the Nyko attachment that they made for I think it was PS4. The like back attachment that had 3 fans on the back of it.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, and it was shorting out everyone's PS4 because they did the power circuit wrong. So the second you plug,
remember that? It was bad. Oh, I remember.
That sucked.
But like, because I always hear about like consoles overheating. Consoles overheat all the time.
Oh yeah. Don't put it. Yeah.
It's got to be in the open.
It's got to be in an open space. None of mine are in an open space, which is probably bad. Like they're all kind of in something like this, but like smaller sections. It's probably not great for them, but
I mean, it's not gonna.
They haven't done anything so far.
But we understand. We understand that. But so it's like I always hear that. Oh my! It overheated. It's not working. Whatever. We don't have that problem with PCs because there's always a way to add more cooling to it. There's always customizable options at a really like affordable price. At a really affordable price.
And
I know it's all.
And there's sensors on PC. You can monitor everything on PC.
Yeah.
It's
superior. In that aspect, it's superior.
It really is.
It is.
I used to.
I'm trying. Like I know that we're rambling a lot, but the point we're trying to make is that
we're comparing.
If you had a console
so
and you could monitor the cooling and temperatures and all this stuff, processing power. Man, if you could monitor processing power,
if you could overclock a PS4,
like holy crap. Could I don't even know if you can do that.
Stay tuned.
You're gonna try to overclock a PS4?
Yeah,
I don't think you can.
I'm gonna try.
I don't think you can.
I'm gonna try it.
I think that's impossible. But no, if you could, that'd be great.
Impossible.
But okay, very true. But we can do these things on a PS4. Now there's other things. Now I'm talking right now. What we've been talking about is gaming because we're comparing gaming to a gaming console to a gaming system.
Right.
You know,
so there's not much else you can do on. I mean, now there is on like PlayStations and Xbox where you have apps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can do Netflix and all the video stuff and all the music stuff. But, I mean, even then, that's what you have a computer for.
Well, here's the thing about a computer is, too, about PC gaming in comparison to like console gaming is that you are not bound to an interface. You're not actually tied to a specific interface that you have to navigate through to get anywhere. Computers, it's all open source essentially, and everything's, laid out right in front of you. It's all freedom. Like, you're not bound to like, I can only get to my game this way.
Yeah.
So I turn it on and it's already there. Like, okay, I understand Steam has big screen, big screen mode or whatever it's called.
I don't like big screen.
I don't either. But could you imagine if I play on Steam, but every time you turned it on, it went to big screen, and that was the way you had to navigate?
That would drive me nuts.
That would drive me nuts.
That would drive me nuts.
You don't have to do that. You just open the thing and you double click on the game and it opens. When you're done, you close it and then you click on the next one. Like,
so
it's way better.
I know.
It's way better.
I know there could be an argument of.
Oh, we're gonna cause some problems on this.
I know there could be an argument of.
This could be the end of the show.
Like, say you want to move your PS. Say you have a PS4.
Okay.
Say you want to move it to a different room on a different TV.
Oh, okay.
It's super simple to do.
Yes.
But I mean, Steam has what is that? What is that called? It's not called the Steam Box, is it?
Yeah, Steam Box.
Is it Steam Box?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steam. Yeah. I mean, when they came out with that, okay, now you can move that.
Look how many companies made a Steam Box.
Yeah.
Alienware made one.
Alienware made a nice one.
They made a really nice one. They made two. There's two different versions of it. There's a lower end one, a higher end one.
I remember I saw
Cyber
one.
Power PC made one. iBuyPower made one. Like,
either way, like it then made your PC almost like a console where you could move it from room to room without even moving the PS or without even moving the PC.
But they used SteamOS or big screen.
Yeah, I know that's
the thing.
But I mean, I could get around with it, without that. But that's. I feel like when people say that argument that you can move it from room to room, that with like Bluetooth and running through Wi-Fi and stuff like that, like that's becoming completely null and void. Like you don't even need that anymore. You don't even need to have something that's that portable because you could pretty much AirPlay anything you want now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can AirPlay certain Steam games.
They have the Steam Box.
The Steam Box can be AirPlayed.
Yeah, it's
about yay big. It looks like an Apple TV, and
it's the PS4 PSTV, the PlayStation TV.
It's the same size.
Is what it is. Yeah,
yeah,
and it does the same thing.
It does the same thing,
just with your PC.
Now,
which, thinking about it, would be better because it's connected. It's connected to like a really powerful source that could be connected through a LAN cable.
Yeah, I mean you could easily
like
hardwire
your speeds
it to each
are
other.
up. You can't. I don't think you could hardwire the PSTV. Could you? I think that was all.
I don't know.
Wireless.
I never had the PSTV.
I know. Only reason why I wanted a PlayStation TV was because I played Vita games on it. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, but I mean, now that the PS4 has like View and PlayStation Now,
Yeah, it's pointless.
it's pointless to have it. I feel, but
yeah. No, I agree.
The PS4 is portable enough. Who cares?
No, I agree.
Now, I've always been a console gamer. So I used to always make fun of friends that were PC gamers, like, oh, PC Master Race, like Bryce. I always made fun of him for it until I started getting into it. Now I see the light. But I still have my love for consoles. So now I'm gonna kind of steer over to where consoles kind of get the short end of the stick, and the one in particular is the Switch right now, because the Switch is the
pretty
Nintendo Switch
revolutionizing.
I love that thing.
It's right there.
Beep. I love that thing. Obviously, I bought Breath of the Wild with it, and that is by far my favorite game on it. But there's other games coming out that are also coming out on Steam and also coming out on PS4. Like, let's take, for example, Ukulele. That came out.
Rip JonTron.
Rip JonTron. That
we love
came
you,
out,
JonTron.
and I was really excited for it because I loved Banjo-Kazooie growing up. Was one of my favorite games. So I bought it. I think I ended up buying it for the PS4. I don't even know. I think my brother told me that it came out for Steam. I had no idea. I thought it was PS4 only. But I was mistaken.
Wait, you thought what was PS4 only?
Ukulele.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I had only seen it for the PS4 so far, so I was like, oh, I thought it was like a PS4 exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found out it was on Steam, I believe it's on Xbox, and also on Switch, where Switch got the short end of the stick, which I feel it could be a really great, almost, I mean, I don't want to say superior console, because obviously...
Switch Master Race.
Yeah, nobody's running to the Switch Master Race yet. But I feel it could be better than PS4 and Xbox. But Switch got Ukulele, I want to say almost 2 months after everything else. And for some reason, somebody might be able to explain this, but for some reason, Switch is getting everything after every other console.
That happened with the Wii U, didn't it?
Now, no, the Wii U got everything on time.
I'm pretty sure that I thought was it the Wii or the Wii U or something.
Well, no,
got
the
everything
Wii U
so much later than other consoles.
The
did,
problem with
I
the
think.
Wii U was
like there's like Call of Duty on the Wii and stuff. I don't know why. But
I mean, nobody plays that ever.
Someone had to play it because it's on there. Someone had to actually
that was
pick
Nintendo's.
That
was Nintendo's dive
for their kid or something.
That was Nintendo's dive into trying to hit the market that they were losing.
First person market.
Yeah, because what was every console selling at the time? Call of Duty.
Yeah.
PS3, PS4 was selling Call of Duty. Xbox was selling Call of Duty. Nintendo was the only one not jumping on the Call of Duty game because they always kind of stayed out of that. But then they noticed that the Wii U sales were atrocious. And they saw that, so they put on Call of Duty onto there. But I can see why the Wii U would get stuff late. Because you have to port a whole different system because you have a second screen you have to worry about. That you have to put something on, whether it be a map or something else, because you're going to get somebody complaining because there's nothing on that secondary screen. So you're going to have to worry about that. But handhelds get the games at the same time as everyone else. So why wouldn't the Switch? I don't know. That's my little rant. I don't even know if that's kind of like.
But you like the Switch.
I love the Switch.
The console's great. It's a great console. It's got
great
NVIDIA parts.
It got NVIDIA parts.
So we've talked about the compare and contrast between.
That was my ramble.
That's a good ramble. We've talked about the comparing and contrasting, like just between physical stuff and portability and stuff like that. But now let's talk the technical stuff. Let's talk the specs.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk the specs. For those of you who don't know, and I think it was last year, you probably know about this, GameSpot built a PC that was equivalent to the PS4. Did you hear about that? And they performed back and forth which one was better.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the deal. I'm gonna make this abundantly clear. First off, if this is just an educational for anybody who may not be aware of this, HDMI cannot output anything over 60 hertz. It can't. It cannot output anything over 60 hertz. Don't let the freaking companies fool you with the 4K HDMI cables and all that crap, because the data stream that you're getting from it is not that much superior than a standard cable.
They can get 4K 60.
4K, I know, that's what I'm saying.
But
so these things that say that like it's like better quality, probably it's more clarity.
When the TVs say that, you know, it's a 120 hertz refresh rate or 200. Remember when people were going up to like 720 hertz refresh rate?
Hertz.
Like, that's not possible.
If you're getting that, well, okay, because I have a few friends that are like, "Dog, it's like a 400 hertz like TV," and I'm like, it doesn't matter if the cable is only outputting 60. Your
brain can't see over that anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So my computer, I have a 144 hertz monitor. It's a fantastic monitor. It's an Asus monitor. You have the Acer Predator.
I have the Acer Predator,
and that's like a what? It's a 160 hertz.
It goes up to 180.
180 hertz.
Yeah, it can overclock to 180.
Right? Overclock a monitor is crazy to me.
Yeah, it's nuts though.
100. I have a 144. I like my 144. I used to have a 120 hertz, and I now have a 144 hertz. I was using HDMI cable on it for a little bit because I didn't have DVI. I was using DVI, which is, to me, I still like DVI, but I switched to DisplayPort. Thank you, Billy.
You're welcome
for that. He brought me to the line about DisplayPort.
It's fantastic.
And convinced me, and it's great. And it is so much smoother. So when people who play on console have the gripe that, more frames, all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, your console is not going to be able to output over 60 frames until they start adding DisplayPort.
Yeah, no, it's not going to. The technology's not there in HDMI.
Now make that
DisplayPort just put out, what is it? DisplayPort 4.0?
Something like that, yeah.
Which can do 8K at 60?
Yeah. It's nuts.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So like I play a whole plethora of games right now. I'm actually playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds pretty extensively.
Yeah,
which is great. But I do play some games that are pretty graphic intensive, and I still I pull in the frame rate. It matters. The extra frame rate actually matters, and it's because I'm pulling more frames through DisplayPort. My graphics card is working, at its max ability. It's allowing me to get those frames.
Yeah.
And people like consoles. Most games still only run at like 30 frames. Like they do. That's a big deal for me. I can notice it. I notice it.
Well, I mean, I have a story about that. I played Dark Souls 3 a whole lot when it first came out, and I still play it a whole lot. I love that game. I only played it on PC. I did play Bloodborne on PS4 because I love the franchise, and Bloodborne was PS4 exclusive. So, in Dark Souls 3, you can parry people's attacks if you time it right, and there's a very specific window that you can parry it in. Like, it's a very small window.
Yeah.
I got really good at it. I could start up the game, I could walk up to the first enemy, parry whatever attack he threw at me,
right,
and look like a god, like, bow down, and then stab him.
Right.
So when we were out in Nashville and recording for the album, we stayed at a friend's house that had a PS4, and he said he was really into Dark Souls. Well, he had Dark Souls 3 on the PS4, and he was like, I can't get the parry timing down. I was like, here, let me try it. I turned it on. I go in there. I go to parry the first thing, and it looked like I went.
Yeah.
I was like 30 FPS.
Yeah.
I was about to freak out.
It's hard
because I couldn't time anything right, and I'm like, there's a huge difference.
It's a massive
difference.
difference.
And I told him, I was like, dude, if you got this on a PC, there's a massive difference between. He's, oh, really? I'm like, night and day. Even the rolling around like is different. It's just
all your dodging.
It's
everything.
so people kind of like when I tell people about like different screens and stuff like that, like the 1 millisecond refresh rate, the 1 millisecond gray to gray.
It's huge.
There's a difference. I had somebody get on me because I didn't buy an IPS monitor. I bought a TN monitor,
They'll get over
which
it.
IPS is better if you're doing like video stuff or photo editing and stuff like that, because whatever angle you're looking at it, it looks clear no matter what. Whereas TN, you kind of go to the side, go up to the top, and you can see a difference in the colors and stuff like that.
Right.
Which is where IPS is superior. But they don't have, unless you're willing to pay $1,300 for an IPS monitor that's 1 millisecond gray to gray, that's just, the technology's not there yet. They're all 4 millisecond gray to grays. So somebody got on me when I went to the 1 millisecond gray to gray TN. They said, well, you should have got an IPS monitor. I was like,
that wouldn't have done anything.
I was like, no, because it's a 4 millisecond gray to gray, where if you're playing like fast first person shooters or fast games, you notice the difference. And they lost it. They're like, you'll never notice the difference between 4 millisecond and 1. It's like, you do. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's my super ADD that makes me notice the difference, but I can tell when it's a 1 millisecond versus a 4 millisecond screen.
Right.
Because it's just...
It makes a difference.
It makes a difference. But that kind of is all dependent on your just like what display you're using and stuff like that. Because if you're still using HDMI, like we were saying with console, then you're not going to notice it. That's going to be something that you definitely won't notice.
So for those of you guys who are talking about, or who are curious, or always say that PC gaming is more expensive and the frame rates and all that stuff, I have in my hands right now.
Show it to him.
It's right there. You can make a computer for $400 that's equivalent to the PS4. And I'm going to tell you exactly what these parts are, okay? Here we go. It's the motherboard is an ASRock H61M.
Well, there's your first mistake.
ASRock makes good ones. Makes good motherboards.
They could.
No, they do.
Some of them.
So, it's a no-frills motherboard, integrated gigabit Ethernet, 6-channel audio on that board. It supports only DDR3, 1600. But that's, it's just kind of something that you're forced to make at that price. You're under $400,
Yeah, you're not getting, because DDR4 alone costs like $200.
Intel Celeron G1610.
What?
Yeah, it's dual core. But think about it, you're going for graphics.
Yeah, you're not going for processing
exactly.
power, I guess.
It's lightly threaded workloads. It's comparable to the 8-core Jaguar in the PS4. Your GPU is the Asus HD7850. That one's about $120. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Then your RAM is the HyperX Black, the 8 gigs. It's about $65. It's a DDR3 1600 pin. It's like a fraction of the bandwidth from the PS4's DDR5. 500 gig stored spin drive. Don't do SSD. And then USB, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi dongle, and then any case, power supply, ATX case is like $40. So you can do that, and it will play at the exact same that the PS4 will. It'll play the games. Maybe your processing power will be a little lower, but it will play at the proper, it'll compare to the PS4. Now, just having a hard time here. As far as like the Xbox and stuff, like I don't know if you can do that, but that you can get those parts and you can build a rig that's comparable to the PS4.
Here's the thing about that is I feel if you're gonna do that and spend the $400, you're gonna get the itch to add on to it.
Yes.
Because you can do that and be the bare minimum of it and play exactly what your PS4 is putting out. But when you realize that if all I have to do is change out this graphics card and get better graphics out of it, you're going to do that. If all I have to do is upgrade this part, it's a problem. It's a real problem.
It is a real problem.
But
it's a huge issue.
But it's great because I started off with the Asus 970 Turbo in mine. No LEDs. Primitive technology.
Yeah, right.
No lights. Primitive.
Right.
And and it worked great. It played everything I needed, even at Ultra. But the second I saw a game that didn't play at Ultra on that, I was like, oh, I gotta upgrade. And I immediately went to that thing. And you're always gonna want to upgrade the parts because you're always gonna want the best.
You're always gonna want to be able to
you
got to keep up.
You got to keep up.
It's worth it. It's an investment, but it's a good investment.
Because Battlegrounds, even Battlegrounds, like on that thing, was turning it. I have it set to change color to whatever the temperature is, and it was turning it orange.
Yeah,
and like I even had to turn down to medium. That was before they optimized it, obviously, because it's still beta.
Right.
But I had to turn it to medium, and it was still running that thing pretty hard, and still not running at 144.
Right. So PS4 Pro.
Almost bought it. Small little side rant. I almost bought the PS4 Pro. I had it pre-ordered, and it was infuriating that everything was great on it, but it didn't have a 4K Blu-ray player in it.
It does.
So your games don't play at 4K.
That doesn't make any sense, too, because you're the company that makes
You're the
Blu-ray.
company that made it. Xbox One S came out with the
4K
4K Blu-ray player. I lost my mind.
That doesn't make any sense. You gave your competitor the 4K Blu-ray.
It does make sense. And the reason it makes sense is because they're coming out with a new PlayStation, which is going to have the 4K Blu-ray.
Scorpion's coming out.
Don't talk to me about Scorpion. That thing's garbage.
Is it, though?
It is.
All right.
It's not great. I mean, I don't think
it's that terrible.
It's got okay specs, but I mean, the new PlayStation's going to beat it out. Like it always does.
I don't think it's that terrible.
It's not that terrible. It's just
I really don't think it's that bad.
I just know that the new PlayStation is just going to beat it out.
It probably will.
It always does, and that's sad. I love Microsoft for their computers and all the fun stuff they bring me and all the good things, but they need to stick to PCs.
Agreed.
Because that's although they're not doing bad in consoles, they're not doing Sony numbers in consoles.
No, they're not, and they never will.
And they won't, because Sony is TVs and consoles.
See, here's the thing too. I was saying the reason why I realized now where I was going with the whole thing about 60 hertz on
this whole episode's been kind of a rant.
It has been 60 hertz on the HDMI cable is the reason why I made that such a big deal, is because Microsoft is a PC corporation essentially. They started as a PC company.
They have the technology. They have DisplayPort.
They do. So why would you not implement that onto your console?
Wasn't there a console at one point that had a DVI port?
Was there? I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Was that the Dreamcast or something?
Something.
I don't know. But here's the thing. I'm
looking it up.
There are gaming monitors, 144 hertz, 180 hertz. Why would you not add that to your console? You're a computer company. Why wouldn't you just add a display port on it that people can play on their 144 hertz monitors and stuff and actually get the added frames? That doesn't make any sense to me. But that's the biggest deal, is people will say that consoles are superior, and a lot of people will say that PC is superior. There wasn't. Personally, I think PC is superior for a lot of reasons. I'm going to list my reasons why I feel that PC is superior to console gaming. Okay, power is everything when it comes to if you're going to game. Graphics. I'm not a big person that's like, oh my gosh, graphics, blah, 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 blah. But like, realistically, PlayStation versus PC wins out on graphics. We just do. Like the PC just does.
Yeah,
it does.
It does. I mean,
you can't compare it.
It beats out everything in graphics because
it's way better. Like, I'm sorry, it is.
All your PS4 games were made on a PC.
Fair.
All of them.
You get true like you get
or maybe a Mac
4K. But if you're playing a game in 4K, you get true 4K on a PC. You do. And it's not Blu-ray, it's not all this stuff. It's digital 4K, and it's amazing.
You want Blu-ray, all you have to do is get a Blu-ray player that you plug in and play.
Games are cheaper on the PC. That's very true.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's a fact.
Yeah. The numbers are there.
Because here's the deal. Yeah, your local game store will have, will have deals and stuff like that. They will. However, there's always a deal on video games.
Steam always has a deal.
Was it? I think Grand Theft Auto came out. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, and then like a week later, it was on sale on Steam. They had a Grand Theft Auto sale.
Oh yeah, it was like $30 or $40 or something like that.
It's way better. Like you could pay full price for it and all that stuff. But here's also a wonderful thing about PC gaming, dude. Modding. Modding is so fun. It's hard to mod on console. It's almost impossible to mod. It's not impossible, but it's difficult to mod on console.
Yeah, I mean they even came out with the PS4 Pro.
Do you remember they had that thing for Skyrim?
Not the new Skyrim, but they redid Skyrim on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
And added like a mod list of like the best mods from PC that they just ported into it, which is cool, but it's not modding.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go into PS4's infrastructure if you crack it, and then you get like an FTP, you can transfer files from your PC and you can mod it that way, but it's never going to work exactly like it works on PC because you have literally everything right there in front of you on PC. All your files, nothing's hidden, nothing's locked. There's ways in and out of everything. Modding is
it's fun. Modding is fun.
It's fun.
And yeah, so there's that. The price point for gaming is it's way cheaper to game on PC. Yes, getting there to be able to do that is a little pricey, but you don't have to drop it all at once. Give it time, and then you'll have a beast rig that you can just continue to upgrade over time. And you'll have to pour money into it, but PC game is an investment, and I would not change my like choice of becoming a PC gamer just because it's more expensive. No. Plus, like the stuff the peripherals and stuff, they're just cool. It's like PC stuff is cool. You can't like water cooling is cool.
Water cooling is cool.
My keyboard lights
Screw
up.
It. LED's cool, man.
LEDs are cool. My keyboard and mouse, like they light up. I have 144 hertz. Dude, I see all the frames in Counter-Strike. I see every frame in Counter-Strike. I see all the frames when I play Battlefield.
LED has definitely stepped up the PC gaming.
Yeah, it's all
world.
flashy, whooshy.
It is, and here's my little side note on that is that before, when you were looking for PC and doing all that, and you wanted a special color scheme to go with your PC, you had to buy the parts that had that color scheme. Sometimes that's really hard to find. That could really ruin your purchase if, sure, this graphics card is slightly better, but I'm just gonna throw out a name. It's an MSI graphics card, which is
garbage.
Red.
Sorry.
Say it has some.
I don't like MSI really.
Yeah, I know. I don't like their motherboards. That's the only thing I don't really like about them. But say you have you're comparing. Okay, MSI has the 1080 gaming, same specs as that as the Asus, maybe a little less, but we'll say that it has better specs. I would go with that either way because I can customize the colors on that to whatever I want.
Because lights.
Because the LEDs make it so simple, and the user interface they make for it is so simple that I can make it whatever color I want and make it match all the other LEDs that are in my computer. Now I don't have to buy a specific part because of the color, where I can just buy all black parts because they make plenty of all black motherboards and all black everything.
Murdered out.
Yeah, where you can change the color that way, or you can get all white and you can make everything look like the same color because the LEDs are flashing on it.
Yeah.
Where instead, I wouldn't buy the MSI even if it had better specs because MSI loves to stick with their red color.
Red and black color schemes.
And it bothers me. How many... I want to make like a chart of how many sales they lose because someone's like, I'd really love that card, but it's red. And there's nothing I can do about that.
Probably a lot, actually.
They might. I mean...
Aesthetics are a big deal.
Aesthetics are a huge deal because you're able to personalize your own piece of equipment, and you're going to want to do it...
You're limited to 2 colors.
Yeah, and you're limited to red. You could be... I mean, unless you're building a complete MSI build, which everything they have is red, unless you get that one time they did like seafoam green, or you get their gold edition that's yellow. like a sparkly yellow. It's not even gold. It's.
MSI,
I'm sorry.
get your act together, please.
I'm sorry,
Get your act
MSI.
together.
I really like like your laptops that you make and all the because they're part of iBuy Power, right? Or is it Cyber PC?
I don't know. I don't like MSI. I don't like. I'm not trying to bash on MSI. Really, I don't like their. I just don't think that their stuff is that good. I really don't. Like, I
think
prefer
their
Asus.
I think their laptops are really good.
I prefer Asus. Like their stuff is really good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, in that, but where I'm going is the color scheme because even
Red
their
and black, you just
even their
more
laptops,
more options.
even their laptops are really nice, but like 80% of them are red and black.
Red and black, and some of them you can't even change the colors on the keys.
Mm-hmm.
It's just red.
Red.
It's not cool.
We get it. Dragon.
But you at least have the option to customize.
You have the option to
with PC.
That's the thing that I don't know.
Well, here's the deal.
PC so fun.
While your guys' consoles have come out, this is a point that I'm going to make, and this is why this is just why I'm saying that PC, in my opinion, another reason why PC is better.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
for many reasons.
Your PS4 came out years ago. It is stuck with those specs. It is stuck with those graphics. It is stuck with that processor and that RAM, and it's stuck with all that. Guess what? In the time that has come out, I have upgraded my graphics card twice by choice, and it is destroying your PS4. It is destroying your Xbox. It's destroying your Nintendo Switch. It's wrecking it.
Rip.
And it's all I did was change a graphics card. That's all I did. Now, naturally, yes, I did upgrade my CPU. I did upgrade my RAM. I did upgrade all this stuff. My motherboard, everything. But your PS4 is still the same as it was. It's still only 30 frames, 60 frames, maybe.
To make another...
I'm pushing like 4... Yeah, I can only see 60 of them, but like I'm pushing 400 frames.
Yeah, when
144 hertz on Counter-Strike.
When I do benchmarks, I'm pulling like 2,000 frames or something like that on certain
play,
ones.
like I'm destroying it. I am absolutely destroying it. I played Rise of the Tomb Raider on PC, and I played it on PS4.
I never played that game. Is it good?
Oh, it's great. It is way better on PC. And my computer plays it way better than my PS4 would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put forth the money to do it, but I wanted that experience. I wanted a better gaming experience, so I got a PC.
And here's another thing that I just thought about.
Buy a PC.
Buy a PC.
You won't regret it.
Take your console and keep it for the exclusives, but buy a PC. But now that's not where I was going. Where I'm going is Xbox has done this new thing. My brother-in-law just started complaining about this, and I had no idea that they moved to this on some games, where he bought the disc for a game and had to download the entire game onto his Xbox. You only get a certain amount of room for all your games.
Oh, yeah.
Your hard drive, I mean, obviously you can upgrade the hard drives, like PS4 made it super simple to upgrade the hard drives.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that if you go over 2 terabytes with your hard drive on PS4, it won't read it. It won't. You can only, and that's 1,000.
There's a limit. Yeah.
That's 1,000 gigabytes. I mean, bleh.
Yeah.
But with a game being 50 gigs per game, that
adds up quick.
Did I say 1,000? That's 2,000. I mean 2,000.
A terabyte's 1,000.
Yeah, but I was talking about the 2
2,000
terabytes.
2,000
so
gigs.
I know my numbers.
Numbers are
But I mean, either way, you're looking. Okay, so think of 1,000. That's only 20 games that you can save.
Something like that.
If they're like 50 gig, and most of them are 50 gigs, and they're only going up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I've got my PC has 3 terabytes and a 4 terabyte external.
Yeah.
In it right now.
Yeah.
I got
download speeds are also faster on the PC.
gigs. Download speeds are faster on PC. Internet is way better on PC.
Way better on PC.
Way better on PC.
Yeah. Because there's the thing is, if you have a console, the apps and everything, you can surf the web, you can watch YouTube, Netflix, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
I hate searching the web on my PS4.
It's terrible.
I hate it.
It's slow. It's crappy. You have to use their garbage interface. It sucks.
Yeah.
On PC, you just use the internet. It is the internet. That's what you use. The internet is what you use.
I don't know.
What's better than that?
Think about it that way is is that everything that you play on a console was made on a PC.
Yeah.
Or, like I said,
I just don't.
maybe
Bro,
a Mac.
I have consoles and I barely touch them. I barely touch them because, like, I enjoy my dude. I can't stress this enough. Like, I have voice. There's a voice service that I use. All of my friends are in my friends list. Like, I have a friends list, and I just hit them up and ask them what they want to play, and we play. I don't have to worry about if they're on Xbox or PS4. I don't have to worry about that. Or
yeah,
on
that
Nintendo.
was such a pain. Like,
I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, you bought Xbox? Brr, we can't play the same game together.
Yeah, if it's on PC, everyone's got it.
Yeah.
Everyone has it.
Oh, but I didn't buy it on Steam. I bought the hard copy. It still works.
It still works.
Still works.
And in a lot of games,
we are all connected.
in a lot of ways, dude, it's cross-platform. Rocket League is cross-platform. Rocket League, you play it on PC, on PS4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could, like, there. Yeah, that's whatever. But, like,
I mean, it's Rocket League.
it's
So.
I love Rocket League. It's great.
I think it's great. It's just Rocket League.
But, like, you can do that stuff. Like, you don't have to worry about console exclusives when it comes to the PC. Grand Theft Auto was on PC. Grand Theft Auto was on PlayStation
Bloodborne
and
was
Xbox.
not, though, man.
Final
That really bums
Fantasy
me
is
out.
on the PC. You don't have to worry about this stuff. A Realm Reborn is on PC as well as it's on console.
I wish Bloodborne was on PC.
Who knows? Final Fantasy 15 is actually probably going to come to PC.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but that's the big deal. Is like all my friends are there,
All my friends.
all my friends,
All my friends.
all my games are there. I don't have to worry about the whole, like, did you buy it on PC or did you buy it on Xbox or PS4?
That was the worst.
I don't have to worry about that because, like, and here's the other thing too that I'll say.
There's
a lot more games that come out on the PlayStation 4 than do that come out. They come out on PC than come out for consoles.
Oh
There's
yeah,
way
I mean
more.
you have.
I will not see H1Z1 or PUBG on the PS4.
Well, no, but I mean you also have, like, on Steam you have the indie games that all come out that people just create and put on Steam for either free or a really cheap price, and sometimes those are really cool games.
Shovel Knight was one of them.
Shovel Knight was one of them.
Shovel Knight's amazing. Like, I don't know, like Castle Crashers.
Castle Crash
was
really
great.
Good.
There's
What was it? What was the game I just
there's
played?
dude, you can make your own games. Like, and so there's a game that literally
Blender?
is
Yeah, Blender.
There's literally a game.
Gary's Mod.
That's what I was gonna say. Gary's Mod is literally a system that it's like a mod system for every, like, major Steam title, and you can do whatever. That's where Prop Hunt came from.
Yeah, that's where Prop Hunt came from.
If you guys don't know that, it's probably because you don't have a PC.
Gang Beast came from there.
Yeah, all the, like, Portal was there.
Anyways, this
has become from.
This has become from comparing to now we are saying buy PC.
Just buy
now,
PC.
We've just gotten angry about it, but this could go on forever.
This
so
could. We're probably gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, let's just hit the key points.
So the key points are: games are cheaper on the PC. Hardware is better on the PC
and upgradable.
What you get on a console is what you're stuck with. You're stuck with that. You are locked. You are locked to that system. If your hard drive goes out, it's a pain. It's a pain because you have to transfer and do all this crap, and it's a pain. It's not worth it. Internet speeds are slow as crap. Wi-Fi sucks on consoles. It sucks.
They upgraded a little bit with the new PS4.
It's terrible.
It's still not great.
It's terrible. I have like 150 down, 150 up.
You go into
in
the
my
next
living room because the PS4 is. Or the PS4 is in the living room and the console's and the router's like somewhere else, and I'm running the Nighthawk router and everything, so I know it can reach. I'm getting like 3 down. I have 150 down, 150 up. What are you talking about? 3.
Yeah.
But I plug in, and it just sucks.
It'll move up to like.
It
still won't do full.
The interfaces. You're locked to the interfaces.
Yeah.
Games are expensive, and then here's the main thing is that the part that I really, really hate is that the gaming industry caters to consoles so much. Like they do. They
do
to cater to console gamers so much that I feel that they have forgotten what it's like to be a gamer, and it's all just sales.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
man, I don't care about pre-orders.
that was a huge argument with Diablo 3.
Yeah, I don't care about pre-order. I don't care about this physical thing that I'm going to get. I don't care about all that stuff. Just give me the game. I don't care.
There was a game that came out. I'll wrap this up, but there was a game that came out
PC's better.
just to kind of support what you were saying for
Frame rates are better.
PC and for console.
Everything's better.
And I just remember PC having a huge issue with it, and they kept ignoring it to upgrade the console. What was it? Was it Battlefield?
I don't know. You're
I think okay, so I think it was because Pat was excited about it. I think Battlefield came out for obviously the PC and consoles, and he said that PC had a huge problem with it, kept crashing, kept having issues, but they kept updating the console versions of it that were having the same problem and fixing that. And then they eventually got around to the PC. So, I mean, they do cater to console a whole lot more, which kind of is a bummer.
You do. It's dumb.
But I think it was Battlefield. I think it was Battlefield when it came out.
Okay. I actually don't know about that.
I don't know. But anyways.
But yeah, it's, so
That's
to
besides the
continue
point.
with that is that, yeah, the frame rates are always going to be better. The clarity is always going to be better. The
accessibility is going to be way better.
Yeah, you can tweak your games to your liking. Like yes, when you get a PS4 and you play a PS4 game, it's going to play like it should on a PS4.
And I'm actually going to go home now and I'm going to look for see if anyone's made a decent PS4 emulator.
I don't think it's out yet.
There's
There's not even an Xbox 360 emulator.
That's got to be coming around pretty soon because they've done PS3 already.
Yeah,
And PS3 and PS4 have a lot of the same infrastructure.
they're pretty close. Yeah.
So either way, the PS1 emulators are really good.
God, yeah, they are actually. What is that? PSXE.
PSXE.
Yeah.
Then you got Dolphin for
For the
Dolphin
Wii.
goes up to the Wii U now.
Yeah, GameCube, and I use Dolphin for the GameCube.
I use it for GameCube and
It's
Wii.
fantastic.
And you can actually hook up the Wii controllers Bluetooth. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yep.
The new Motion Plus one, well, not new anymore, but the Motion Plus ones are Bluetooth.
They're wicked.
Pretty neat.
So
Anyway, that just makes PC even better.
I prefer PC to console.
Agreed.
That's just me. I just like being able to upgrade my system and be just not have to be limited. I don't like being limited when I'm playing games. I hate that. Don't limit me.
And to kind of end this, if you have an issue with your PS4, you go to turn it on and it shuts off automatically. You have no clue what's going on.
Yep.
On PC, you can run right into the BIOS, and it pretty much will tell you what's going on. You can pretty much see what's going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of the new motherboards all have a code system on it too, the Q code system on it, which is really nice.
If the reason why you don't want to get into PC gaming is because it's too expensive, that's usually the main argument. It's too expensive. It's not.
It's really not.
Really not. It's expensive if you go pre-built.
If you want to go fancy with it, it gets expensive.
It gets expensive.
Like the fancy,
all the
fancy
lights,
keyboard,
and all
the
that,
fancy mouse, the fancy screens.
Yeah, it'll
everything
add
LED,
up.
the new Asus screen that lights up the symbol on the bottom of it.
Yeah,
it's rad.
It's rad.
You don't need it.
I'll probably get one.
I'm probably gonna get one.
But essentially, it's if anyone tells you that PC gaming is too expensive, it's not. It's really not. Look up. I know we say it a lot, but I'm gonna give you guys. Go look on YouTube. A guy named JZ 2 Cents. That dude will tell you. Well, he has videos of him saying like, "Can you make a decent rig for like $400?"
Oh yeah, he just did
$300.
that, huh?
He just did one like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago he did one.
And
for $400.
the thing was a beast.
I really
it had
like
an
that guy.
AMD card. It had the RFX card in it or whatever, one of the RFX cards.
Don't go AMD.
It's but still for someone starting out,
Right. Yeah,
they could learn.
I mean, you can make mistakes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It worked just great. They played Doom and they were playing Doom at like 80 frames.
Yeah.
On that thing, it was great.
You can pull it off.
It was wicked.
You don't need the fancy.
You don't need the fancy stuff, and actually, like I think, for if you're the major thing you're gonna notice right when you get into PC game is the frame rates. You can be like, wow, this is crazy smooth. I remember when I first started doing it, I was like, wow, it took me a little bit to get used to it. And I still have friends that come over to my house and like play games, stuff like that, play Overwatch or something or whatever. They're like, dude, it's really smooth. Like
Yeah.
I'm not used to that. That's crazy. And I'm like, that's the power of PC. Like it's noticeably different.
Can we put that? The power of
The
PC.
power of PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not that expensive. It's not expensive to start. It's expensive to upgrade, but it's only expensive if the thing you want to upgrade to is expensive. Because
You're gonna want to upgrade.
You're gonna want to upgrade, but
anyways.
But then there's just learning. Yes, I understand that PC can be very intimidating with Pascal and DDR and all this stuff. Like understanding all the CUDA cores and all this stuff, and understanding what teraflops are and all this stuff, and like what's RAM and what's
There's
how do I install a processor? What's water cooling?
There's
like all
plenty
that
of stuff
stuff
online that will help you out.
I
step by step.
understand completely how intimidating that is to
It
be
is.
like, what? Like, it's funny because we say graphics card, but somebody will say GPU. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Graphics card, GPU.
GPU, CPU, the terminology is really intimidating. It actually is. It's really
It can be,
intimidating. And I understand that can be confusing. but
PSU, power supply.
It can be intimidating. Don't let the terminology intimidate you. There are tons of tutorials online. There are tons of people that will educate you. We'll try our best. If you want us to educate you, you can ask us and we'll educate you the best that we can, and we'll try to get you started in PC gaming. If you want to try,
We'll
can
make
send
you into a
stuff.
learned doctor.
We'll learn you well.
We'll learn you real well good.
So I prefer PC over console for many reasons. Obviously, that is a personal opinion. Console gaming is still great. It still has great things. I'm a retro player though. I prefer the old stuff. So
I can get that on my PC.
but I can get it on the PC.
And it's real simple.
It's real
I start
simple.
up a program and there it is.
Yep.
Hook up a controller and
And off to the races.
would you
So, yeah. So that's us. That's our
rant.
That's our rant about PC versus
Sorry
versus
about the
console.
cluster that it became, but
It-
it was
It really went off the rails, but it's okay. I think it needed.
it all stayed somewhat on topic.
I think it needed to happen.
It needed to happen. We needed to talk about this to somebody. So thank you
Thank you for
paying
listening.
attention to us and listening to us.
So if you want to find the podcast, you can find the podcast on iTunes at Google Play just by searching the module. You can also find the show on our website, reallylikeablegeeks.com. It'll be up there every week. You can also see when it's going live on Twitch, and the videos are up on YouTube during the week. You can find all the links at reallylikeablegeeks.com. You can find me on Twitter at that Stephen Brown.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram as DysenteryGary44.
For Blink-182 fans out there.
Blink-182. Come on, guys.
So
It'll all be typed out somewhere.
Yep, it's down here. It's over. It's over here. It's here. So, thank you guys for listening to us rant and rave about console versus PC. We don't hate consoles. I want to make that clear. We own consoles.
I hate Xbox.
I'm not really the Xbox guy either. We respect consoles. We respect the games. We respect the developers. But at heart, I'm a console game. I'm a PC gamer. And so are you, I would say.
Yeah.
I like handheld games. Handheld consoles are cool. So, just making that point.
This is true.
So, thank you all for listening.
It's a whole different beast.
And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.